Episode 158, Smarter Sound Using AI and Adobe Audio Effects.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI 6 Podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Adobe has integrated several AI-powered audio effects in its latest versions of Premiere Pro and Audition. These AI elements are designed to automate and dramatically improve audio enhancement, cleanup, and mixing tasks. Hello and welcome back to AI 6, the podcast that teaches you AI in just 6 minutes a day. I'm your host, Joanne Sweeney. Audio is one of the media assets that we create and that we rely on in the digital age. As a podcaster, audio is very important to me, but I also work with the commercial radio sector in Ireland, and they're always looking for new audio tools, especially those powered by AI. So with its recent update, Adobe has added several AI-powered features to make audio faster and easier. And one of those is sound effects. So let's have a listen.
So the moment I hit this little red button, please hush, hush, everyone, because we're going to be recording. All right, here we go. Rah! 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 All right, so we got the growls down. Now let's see what we get back. I'm going to type in monster growl, and I'm going to hit generate. And it's going to be using the precise timing, dynamics, and energy of my voice to drive the generation. And so we'll give it a couple more seconds to do its magic. Oh, there we go. Let's see what we get.
Whoa. For many of us who are out and about and creating on the go, enhancing our speech and cleaning up original audio and background noise is really important. Now, I built a podcast studio in my house and I have a professional setup, but that's not always the case. So using Adobe Podcast, which is now built into Premiere Pro, we can clean up audio on the go on our phones. It's amazing. Another feature is called auto ducking. Now, my podcast editor, Lachlan, has sometimes complained that my audio is too high. And auto ducking automatically lowers the volume of background music or ambient sound when someone is speaking. So we don't want to be clashing with what's behind us, and using this feature can just do it automatically. We all love adding music into our videos or podcasts as music beds. And of course, we now know that the social networks and the algorithms can favour videos that have trending music. But now we can remix music in Adobe. So this feature uses AI to shorten or to lengthen music tracks to match your video. It keeps the music flowing naturally without the awkward cuts that you get from hard editing. It also helps if you're not a natural audio editor. They've also introduced automatic tagging. Adobe's AI can now recognize what type of sound a clip is, like dialogue, music, sound effects, or background noise, and they will tag it automatically. This makes it easier to apply the right tools for each type of audio. Beyond enhancing speech, there are also AI features for reducing background noise, but also echo in all kinds of spaces. And that's really important, especially when we have dialogue in our video, or if it's for a podcast and you're in a busy conference hall, for example, which is usually the case with me. So, as somebody who produces audio, whether it's for podcasts, maybe it's voiceover on video, maybe it's video, how do you think you might use these features? And one final one before I go. I have recently come across Adobe Podcast's audiograms feature. And guys, can I just say, I love the templates that you have. You have retro, you've got traditional, and we can also upload our own background image. So I will hand this episode now over to my podcast editor, Lachlan Hart. I must get him on the show for a long listen. And he is going to make this episode sound really sexy. And he's going to use some Adobe sound effects. So Lachlan, over to you.
So what I'm going to make here now is the sound of a keyboard being typed out, which would be difficult to match up if there was a video included. So first of all, here is the sound of me just randomly trying to make a keyboard sound with a really bad microphone.
Click, 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 click.
Now this is it using Adobe's Podcast Enhancer, which clears out all the background noise, takes out the room reverb and makes it sound more studio-like.
Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click.
Now here's the sound effect generated by Adobe Firefly. And finally, here is the sound effect layered over with my original recording so you can hear them match up.
Click, 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 click.
This is AI6. I am Joanne Sweeney, and I'll be back with more tomorrow.